Hello everyone, my name is Yoni and welcome back to my channel. So today I would like to talk about Nintendo and what they did at E3 with their Nintendo Spotlight. So mostly with this video, we're going to be focusing only on the Nintendo Spotlight 25-minute video and what they did right and what they did wrong with this. So let's dive right into the subject. So the first thing I would like to talk about is that with the Spotlight, they really didn't focus on any 3DS games there. They did, however, focus on 3DS games afterwards at the Nintendo Treehouse with showing Metroid 2, Samus Returns, and Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. And these are remakes from older systems like the NES and from the DS, which kind of shows that I think the 3DS is kind of at its end of its cycle, its life cycle. And I think that's a good thing because we're going to be getting games like those games that were made for the DS or 3DS that are going to be coming to the Switch and bolstering up the first party lineup for the Nintendo Switch and making the console worth it to buy now. So that is a great thing Nintendo showed. They showed all their focus into the Nintendo Switch with the Spotlight. The next great thing I think Nintendo did was showing games like Yoshi and Kirby that could have been 3DS games, but they're making for the Switch in 2018. These games are phenomenal. They look phenomenal because I think they are made with Unreal Engine 4, and it looks like it's going to be a 1080p game, and they look like they're full-fledged games that could have been on the 3DS, but they put to the Switch, and that's great because we're going to be getting a lot of first-party games coming to the Switch now because it seems like the 3DS is at the end of its life cycle. And I would like to talk about these games a little bit individually. And first of all, we have Kirby, which is a working title. We don't know what it's going to be, but it looks like a really fun game. Bring it back to the Kirby 64 kind of era game, and I feel like it's going to be a fun game to play with other people because you could play with 3 other people and 4 cooperatively playing. So it just looks like a really fun Kirby game, and those games are always fun to play, and I think that's a great game to put on the Switch on early 2018. The next game was Yoshi, which I just talked about. It's just called Yoshi, which is another working title, but it looks like it's a sequel to Yoshi Story, which was made for the 64, and I thought that was a really fun game, and it was a really cool concept and new concept for Yoshi during that time, and it'll be cool to play that on the Switch and getting a little sequel for that game, and it looks amazing, like I said, once again, and it looks like a fun game to play with someone because it's a co-op game with another person, so let's see how that is, and I think that's going to be a great game to have on the Switch in early 2018. So the next game I would like to talk about is the Mario Rabbids game, which had me a little scared about the rumors coming into it because whenever you hear Mario and Rabbids, it seems like it was just kind of a cash grab game to make for Ubisoft. But after seeing it at the Nintendo Spotlight and the Ubisoft press conference, all those worries went away completely because the game looks phenomenal, because the games look like it has good gameplay mechanics, and the game looks like it's full-fledged and looks like it's going to be a good 30-hour to 20-hour game to play and have fun with in August. And that is a great game to come out for this year because Nintendo Switch first-year lineup is looking great now because we have ARMS in June, we have Splatoon 2 in July, we have this in August, we have Pokken Tournament in September, and we have Mario Odyssey in October, and many more games coming this year, maybe not first party or first party. So that is just great for Nintendo's first party having it in August and having something there in that slot. And now I would like to talk about the Pokemon thing. The Pokemon reveal that they're revealing a mainline RPG game for Nintendo. And I kind of felt a little down about this because they really didn't show off a logo or anything for it, but it's still awesome at the same time knowing that Pokemon is making a game for the Switch, and it's kind of forgetting about the Nintendo handhelds. And it looks like for the future, this is a great thing for the Nintendo Switch because Pokemon is what sells those systems basically for the 3DS because everyone is a fan of Pokemon and the sales drive for Pokemon, and that would be great for the Nintendo Switch. So lastly, I would like to talk about the 3 biggest games that were shown off in this press conference. And the first one I would like to talk about is Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which I thought was going to get delayed and thought they were going to talk about it and how it's going to get delayed to 2018 because they didn't show very much at the last press conference for the Nintendo Switch. But they showed a great trailer and everything there And it looks like it's coming to holiday 2017 now because they shown off the trailer there. It looked like it was almost complete, and they're showing off gameplay at the Nintendo Treehouse. So that is great to have at the holiday season with Mario Odyssey. And it looks like Nintendo Switch will have a very good first-party lineup, what it looks like this year. So hopefully that stays for holiday 2017, and Nintendo can start selling more systems, which they have been because it's been selling very hot. The next game I want to talk about is probably the most hype game that was revealed for the Nintendo Switch Spotlight, and it was Metroid Prime 4. And this game got all types of hype with everyone around the world, if you watch any of those reaction videos or any of that. And after seeing this reveal, I was super hyped because I love the Metroid Prime series. I went after seeing this reveal, I went back to play the first Metroid Prime game, and it's just so much fun to play. And if Metroid Prime 4 could be anything like any of these 3 games in the trilogy, it will be a very fun game to play and have on your Nintendo Switch to play anywhere on the go. And however, this game it's not developed by Retro Studios, who made the Metroid Prime trilogy. But they talked about it a little bit, Nintendo, afterwards at the E3 press conference, and they said a young group of people that are in-house at Nintendo are going to be working on this game. And the director of this game has worked on the Metroid Prime series. So it looks like it's going to be very promising because the young developers at Nintendo are proving that they are very valuable at Nintendo because they have worked on games like Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey now. So I have all hope for this game because it seems like it's going to be a very good game because it seems like they have the right people behind it. And I am not the least worried about this game because all the other 3 games were great, and hopefully this one will be good too. And the last game I would like to talk about is, of course, Super Mario Odyssey. And this game blew my mind in every way with this new trailer because I didn't even know this was a Mario game before watching this trailer because it came out with a field. It looked like a Donkey Kong game, and then they showed a dinosaur, and then the dinosaur's head tilted towards the camera and showed a Mario head, and then you knew what you were getting with this game. And they showed off great features with this trailer, showing that you can transform into basically anything that Mario throws his hat on with his new hat friend, who is kind of a ghost friend that is living inside of Mario's hat. And things that you can turn into are like Bullet Bills, Goombas, Hammer Bros, human-like people in New Donk City, dinosaurs, fire shooting out of a cannon, electric bolt through a city wire, and even a frog. And there's probably even more possibilities they didn't show us because they don't want to spoil a game for us too much, but that is freaking awesome because that was the most hyped trailer probably there for the Nintendo Switch Spotlight. And they also showed that you can play like a 2D style Mario going into walls through pipes, kind of like Link Between Worlds. And that's got me very excited because 2D Marios and 3D Marios are great games, and introducing them into both games will be a great concept and a new concept. So I think this game is bringing in a lot of new and creative concepts that we haven't seen with the 3D Mario series. And this game is coming out in October, which I thought it was going to be later holiday season, December or November, kind of by Black Friday. So that is awesome because we're getting a game like Mario 64 with new creative styles and twists to the game. So that was very hopeful for the Nintendo Switch this year. And after watching the Nintendo Spotlight this time around, I would give the conference a B because it showed great first-party games coming to the Nintendo Switch for its first year and the future of the Switch coming in 2018. And you also have Metroid Prime 4 that might be coming in 2019. Only gave a title instead it was now in development. And we're getting a Pokemon main series RPG. So those are 2 games we're getting in the future that are going to be very awesome. However, one reason I knocked it down and it wasn't an A is because they didn't show a lot of third-party games for the Nintendo Switch, which I think will come when the system sells more and throughout the year. But it seems like third-party developers are being a little cautious because of the Wii U, and they want to see how the Nintendo Switch does the first year to jump on board and then put games on it. However, we got games like FIFA 18, NBA 2K18, Rocket League, which was shown off at the Spotlight. And I think many more will come, and we'll see more. So hopefully we see more third-party games. And I think this was a great conference for Nintendo. And that is all I have for today. And my name is Yoni. Please subscribe to my channel. That would be very helpful. And please leave a like down below and leave any comments what you thought about the Nintendo Switch Spotlight. And this is all I have for today. And this is Yoni signing off.